Before starting video, dear viewers, go through site link in description and write your comment and put your contact email on this Shiba Inu coin article and win over 1,000 to 100k Shib coins in lucky draw in the end of this month. So don't waste your time, hurry up and put email before it's too late. And share that to others. These numbers are nuts. Even though the price of Shiba Inu coin has been going down for about 2 years, it's still magical in some ways because it's been able to build one of the strongest online groups in the world and especially in the cryptocurrency space. In this movie, we're going to show some statistics and talk about how that works. These things don't always make sense to me. You should know that Lucy's Twitter account talks about Shiba Inu and how the team and the Shiba community don't talk to each other very openly. But I love that they asked me about what was going on in their lives. I love that Lucy is out there asking questions and engaging with the community right now. And we have some good metaverse questions for Marcy Jastro. If any of this sounds interesting to you, please watch the movie below. We talk about the latest news about Shiba Inu and the Bitcoin world in general on our channel. If you are watching one of our movies for the first time, we want to give you a warm welcome. You can make sure you never miss a movie by clicking the bell. We will say that this station is giving away 5 million Shiba Inu tokens. To get a chance to take part, just subscribe to the channel, like this video, and leave a message with the hashtag #ShibaInu. On May 31, we will find out who won. A whale that just came to the surface bought an DBA worth $176.8 million, making it the 5th biggest owner of Inu Shiba. Etherscan data shows that a new whale has added a huge 20 trillion Shiba, which is worth $176 million. This huge amount was added to the investor's portfolio in 4 equal deals. Each transaction added 5 trillion Shiba to the portfolio. It's interesting that if all transactions happened at the same time, the most advanced blockchain data tracking platform would be notified and also prove the development. Because of this crazy shopping spree, the growing whale is now the 5th biggest owner of Inu Shibas. As of now, the rich investor owns 2% of all Shiba whales, which are the newly born whales. The Shiba Inu environment is going through a number of important changes at the same time that aggressive accumulation is happening. Marcy Jastro, a Shiba Inu metaverse advisor, gave some interesting information about Shiba and its metaverse at a recent Twitter event. Marcy said, in response to questions from the community, that the team plans to show samples of 4 hubs by September. She also confirmed that PC, mobile devices, and virtual reality platforms will be able to reach the Shiba Inu metaverse. A leading Web3 shopping site called Kucoin has also added a way to pay with Shiba Inu to its platform. With this integration, Shiba token users can use their tokens for a variety of things, like topping up their phone usage or time, buying things online, or exploring the Shiba metaverse when it comes out. The Shiba Inu team has teamed up with Tangem, a high-tech company in the blockchain field, to make cold wallets for Shiba that are only available to Shiba. I want to talk about a few different things here, and I think this question from Crypto on Twitter is a very good one. This goes against Lucy and Marcy Jastro, but I thought they were very interesting and could tell us more about what's going on in the metaverse and what the real plots are. So G Crypto says I should start making my plot by setting up a world in Unreal Land. Lynn, very fascinating. So, if you wanted to make your own setting for a story, would you do it in Unreal? And Lynn, I know that Unreal is where the whole metaverse was made. And, Lynn, do you also have to know how to use Unreal? And Lynn, this is what makes it interesting. Whether the setting should be the same size as the plot or if it can be a world inside the plot, like a rabbit hole that users enter through the plot. To get a better idea of what that means, you should know that the metaverse is always growing. It's like stepping into a different world. Each plot is a whole new world with a long history. Or, you can only move about 6 steps to the left or right. It's all in one little room where you're limited to options that would be endless if each little plot was its own universe and world that could have as many plots as you want. I can't wait to hear what Marcy Jastro says in response to that question. But I want to thank you, Lucy, for letting those questions be asked. First of all, that's exactly the kind of information and contact we want to see between developers or an ecosystem team. So, great job on that. The Shiba Inu coin is currently the most searched for thing on the stats site. This could be due to a number of things, but it's doing better in terms of searches than both Pepe and Bitcoin. Part of me wonders if that's because of the story that was written about Shiba earlier. Now, let's quickly break this down. Shiba Inu coin is the coin of the day, Luna Crush says. And let's look at these numbers to see why it's the coin of the day. Satoshi responded by howling like a little wolf. The most interesting thing about Shiba Inu's current success is how well they get along with people. Okay, we know that the coin is a big deal on social media and networks, but how big is it? In just the last 24 hours, Shiba has seen a staggering 146 million social media contacts. Think of those 146 million likes, comments, faves, and retweets from the last 24 hours as likes, comments, favorites, and retweets. That's a big difference between how many people or things were said. The Shiba Inu coin has a lot of detail, and it also gets a lot of attention. I wonder if all these numbers will have an effect on how much our token costs. What do you think, guys? People say that this happened because all of these things are the Shibarium beta network, the BabyNet network, and so on. And I'm not sure if I believe that the Shibarium test network has gotten this much attention on social media in the last 24 hours. Maybe it did happen last month. I've been trying to get people to use social media, but that's not what I see when I'm on Twitter. Right now, I'm putting videos on YouTube. Even though people aren't as excited about the platform as they once were, Shiba Inu is still one of the most active and strongest currencies in the world because people are ready to click a like button, share, and interact. Without a question, this is what made the Shiba Inu coin popular in the past and will continue to do so in the future. So tell me what you think in the comments. Finally, there's some news about cryptocurrencies. Yesterday, U.S. District Court for the Southern District of New York Judge Annalisa Torres denied the SEC request to keep the Hinman speech papers secret. In December 2022, the SEC filed a motion to hide internal emails, text messages, and expert reports that were connected to the speech. The SEC said that these papers had nothing to do with the case. Judge Torres, on the other hand, threw out the SEC request to hide the papers because they were legal documents. Most of the time, such papers are thought to be public unless there are very good reasons to keep them secret. So, Judge Torres stressed how important it was for the public to have access to these papers. So, this video has come to an end. Like the video and don't forget to subscribe if you liked it. This helps me a lot with how YouTube works. Also, show as many people as you can this movie. Let's tell everyone about this. If you are a real fan of cryptocurrency, you won't want to miss any of our information. We'll talk about the latest news that affects the whole neighborhood tomorrow.